Church here, and welcome to the Game Grinder, and today, as the title reads, we are doing another unboxing video, and this is for Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness. This is Star Ocean 5, which is the latest release of Star Ocean. It's kind of funny that apparently shipments went out early for this game, so people were getting this game a few days back. As of today of this video anyways, the game is officially released in 2 days on Tuesday. I'm recording this on a Sunday, and I actually got this on Friday, and I saw other people who got it on Wednesday, I think. So almost a week early, which is interesting, but hey, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and just, I guess, my little bit of history with the Star Ocean series is I've actually only played the second Star Ocean game, the second story. That was on the PS1. Really enjoyed it, and for some reason, just haven't had the chance to go back and play the other games, especially from, about 2000 to, let's say, 2012. I was still pretty much heavy into playing my online games, a lot of FPSs and stuff, so there's a long period of time there where I just didn't play a lot of these games, and that's why I'm so horribly backlogged, and especially during that time, I'd play games here and there or whatnot, but I'd become completely burnt out on JRPGs, actually, and I've mentioned this before, and it was actually Final Fantasy X that kind of like ruined JRPGs for me. So it was a long time before I played another game. And since, I've played a few, and I've mentioned that most recently I'd played Valkyrie Profile, which I still plan on reviewing. But anyways, I thought this Star Ocean looked really cool. Of course, the collector's editions, as I always say, I'm a sucker for collector's editions, so I knew I had to have it, and I will get to it at some point. I'm actually kind of thinking about, there's 1 or 2 games, shorter games I'm planning on playing, and then I really think I'm going to try to squeeze in another JRPG this summer. Just to, knock another one out of the park, because I have so many on backlog, especially now that I'm, getting back into JRPGs. There's a lot I missed out on. But anyways, so, real quick, just, again, Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness, and, pretty basic box, it tells you what you get on the back, and, yeah, so I'll go ahead and open this up. So, go ahead and pull the slip cover off here, and then we have the box for the collector's edition. Not a whole lot to it, basic character art, and we'll go ahead and check out what we get with this. So, let me set it down here. So, the first thing is going to be the art of Star Ocean, which, of course, is the, staple of any collector's edition, which is an art book. Just, check it out real quick, It's always just like character art, and this looks like it goes back a ways actually and covers previous games. Of course, there's some stuff from Star Ocean 2 and whatnot, so that is sweet. And like I said, I dig art books quite a bit. So then the next thing here is going to be our Steelbook, and I always like Steelbooks. There's the little neat things, and got some DLC codes. There's a soundtrack code. And this actually does come with the soundtrack for the game as well, and I believe one of the DLC things, which is kind of neat, I thought, is you can change the battle music or something to music of Valkyrie Profile, and there was one other game, Valkyrie Profile 1 and 2, and there's another game you could change the background music for, which, whatever. So then the next thing here is the, little art cards. Character cards, it is what it is. Kind of like postcards in a way. All the different characters for the game. Hopefully this is all on camera and stuff. Yeah, and that's about it, other than this goofy, Pan-Galactic Federation ID card, which might be the number of the collector's edition, perhaps. I'm not sure, but mine is 1979, which is close to my birthday, actually. A few years away, but anyways, so yeah, there's not a whole lot to this one, and, I think that's fine. It's a cool little collector's edition. It wasn't very expensive, so, yeah. So I'd be interested to know, have you played the Star Ocean games? Anyone else played something besides the second story? Because I know that's where a lot of my friends jumped in, and not a lot of them played the other games. But I'd be interested to know your thoughts on the series. I would think that I'll probably just go with this game when I decide to play the next Star Ocean game, and then eventually I'll go back and play the others. Just because I know these games, they're all in the same universe, but the stories aren't necessarily connected. Although, from understanding, the 360 game might have had some references to previous events or something along those lines. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on Star Ocean? What are your thoughts on this collector's edition? Anybody else picking up this game? Just like to hear your thoughts. Of course, comment and all that stuff. And that should do it. And I will talk to you next time on the Game Grinder.